Good morning, responsible day traders. It is Monday, December 21st, 2021. I'm Lindsay Duff, and this is Responsible Day Trading. So we're going to get this day kicked off. I really don't expect there to be a lot of movement this week as we've got Christmas in 5 days. So that probably means a lot of people are out doing the hustle and bustle and traveling and all that kind of stuff. I did buy one thing for myself, and it is going to be a standing desk. That should be fun. I have major tailbone issues since March of last year, so we're going to take care of that because it is getting exhausting. So let's go ahead, do what you came here for, and check out what we got going on in the market. Okay, so if you ever want to check out the news, you're just going to go to responsibledaytrading.com/calendar and market news. And kind of as I suspected, it's going to be a light week this week. I mean, we do have Christmas on Friday. So you can see here on Monday and Tuesday, there's no news. Wednesday, we have some pre-market. And then 9 a.m. Central Time, we have existing home sales. Then Thursday, we have some pre-market, and we have some more news at 9 a.m. And then Friday is off all day. So I do expect the market to be moving a little slow this week because that's what tends to happen when everybody's on vacation. There's nobody to move the market. So let's go check out what the market is doing while it's moving. So let's look at the daily chart to start. Okay. Oh my goodness. This is exciting. Okay. So I drew this circle here because at that time we were right about here and was saying, hey, if the market comes back up towards the opposite EMA, if the market comes back up towards the opposite Bollinger Band, it's going to be a little difficult to change, right? Because it had a lot of space going on here. What I said was I expected something similar along the lines of what happened here or what happened here, but this is even a little bit more extreme. So we had strong move down in the MACDs as it pulled back up. We knew it was going to struggle to get all the way back up here. We do have some major divergence. We pulled right back up to that area of that high, even maybe just a little bit higher. And then we're pulling back down to the EMAs. I don't really expect it to just stop right here at this area. I'm expecting to see it pull down a little bit further towards that next EMA like we saw happening right in here. And it may even have enough strength to pull down further. We are at the zero line area, so we want to kind of watch what's happening there to see if it's going to stop here and turn around and come back up, or if it's going to continue back down to that next area. On the bigger picture, it just looks like a little bit of an M pivot. The last place that pivot was where the M may pull back to is right in here. But heck, we got some wide open spaces if it wants to just keep going down. All right, let's check out that 28,657. It's on my other screen. We'll pull it over right here. Okay, you can kind of see this look going on in the 10,946, especially since they're only one cycle away. Now, what happened overnight? Oh, well, no, this isn't overnight. This was last week. Last week, we broke back down below the areas. We shifted the direction to the downside. We pulled back into the EMAs, gave a beautiful little pullback right here with what we call retracement divergence, as the MACD just gave one little tiny BB, and we had a pretty strong pullback right in here. We call that super retracement divergence, actually. And so once it pulled inside, it said, and the MACDs really didn't have enough reaction. It told us it was going to come down. Now, what do we see happening here? We've created a lot of distance to the EMAs, right? We have really, really light white BBs here, and we're reaching an extreme area in the pivots of the MACDs. And what I mean by that is we don't get much below this area of 21. And you can see back here, maybe back here just a little bit, we got down to 25. But that's right about where we're at. So that is what I consider an extreme area in the MACDs, which means we're going to have a hard time going a lot lower than that. Can it happen? Sure. Do I anticipate it to right at this moment? Not particularly. I actually think that we're going to pull back up here, and I'm struggling to open this back up. Okay. And actually, because of the behavior of the price and the MACDs, we pulled away really, really strong. We're starting to snap inside of the Bollinger Bands. We can see the price showing the indication that it's trying to pull back up right now. So with the weak EMAs, with this giant V pivot and the snapback, if these EMAs stay weak while this pulls back up, it's going to have an easier opportunity to get inside and possibly move back above. We have not created any divergence here per se in the MACDs, but we don't necessarily have to have divergence whenever we've got the white BBs in play. Now, I say all that, and in the same breath, it could very well start creating new lows from here. So it's a little bit difficult to say that it's just going to pull up right here, right now. Because when we look at the bigger tick charts, the 10-9 or the smaller tick charts, the 10-946, the 15-97, the 233, the direction is definitely down right now. We got back above the EMAs. We got back above the zero line. We haven't quite pulled away from everything just yet, and we're starting to see a bit of a strong snapback down inside of the Bollinger Bands. But let's actually start with the biggest picture, the 10-946. We went from the daily chart to the 28-657. Now we're looking at the 10-946. So the MACDs have crossed that top Bollinger Band, and let's kind of look. Ooh, yeah, we're at an extreme area here as well. Let's just draw a line right there. And I don't have any lines on my MACDs, but that's okay. So if we look at that, this is the last time, and we went just a little bit further. So we're going to have to watch and see what happens there. Now, we may see something like this, where it comes back up and it's still making new lows, right? So even though it was the extreme, what happens is these are percentages. So it gets back above, and we can make new lows in the MACDs while we can make new lows in the price while the MACDs are making a little bit higher pivots, which says, yes, it's going to continue down, but it's just running out of steam. It took a little while, a couple days to run out of that steam and push back to the upside, but it definitely did that. So that's more along the line of what I'm anticipating seeing. I'm seeing that we might have the opportunity to pull back a little bit, maybe even pull back a little bit higher than this pivot right here. But as long as these MACDs keep pulling back a little bit more, it kind of makes that area to run a little wider and gives us the opportunity to push down. So will we see it come down all the way and reach that other EMA? The more I look at it, the more I think that we're going to have the chance to come back down here and maybe pull something along the lines of this, where it comes down a little bit lower, comes back up, makes a new little high pivot, a little bit of a head and shoulders like we saw here. So going to look for and anticipate that, but also know that if it doesn't do it, expect it to keep pushing down further. So whenever we're trading like this, we've always got to look at what are the possibilities in both directions. Right here, right now, would I take a short trade? Probably not, because I want to see this break through that bottom Bollinger Band, pull back, and then give me the push down. Would I take a long trade right now? I think I'd have more of an opportunity taking a long trade. Reversal bars pushing to the upside, sitting at that bottom Bollinger Band, still see strength to the upside here. I'd actually consider a long before I'd consider a short right here at this moment. But I'd want to see what's going to happen in here. Are we going to pull back just a little bit and then push down with the MACD staying strong down? So it's kind of an iffy situation for me right at this moment. So I'm not going to really take anything. Although I have a dentist appointment planned for me in a little bit, so maybe I'll try and do some morning trades. I guess we'll wait and see. As for me, I think my brain's already on Christmas vacation. I'm heading out to the dentist today. I've got all kinds of appointments and the meetings in the next few days. Maybe I'll try a little bit of morning trading, but anyway it goes, guys. I don't expect y'all to see too much of me over the next 2 weeks while we are in the holiday spirit. So, guys, I hope that everybody has a wonderful week. Have a great vacation. Don't put too much pressure on yourself to trade these next couple of weeks. If you do, take it light, take it easy, because you can already see right now the way the market's moving. It's moving very slow, which may be a sign that things are going to take a little bit of time to do what we want it to do. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap that up. I hope everybody has a wonderful week. And as always, you know that I look forward to catching you on the profitable side.